Hi, everyone. I am Christina Weber. I'm founder of Deepen, WeDeepen.com. Deepen is a network of interactive experiences and entertainment for people who want healthy relationships. Our mission is to improve the quality of human relationships and interactions now and for future generations. Somebody who is curious about human interactions and also their own personal growth. The quality of our life is determined by the quality of our relationships. And when we are leading people, we have to be very curious about the people around us. It's not about us, it's about them. It's about building community. It's about inspiring others, bringing them into the mix. So taking ourselves out of the picture and realizing that our role is this desire to receive for the sake of sharing, to receive wisdom, time, knowledge, money, so that we can share it with others and inspire other people to lead with us. Some of the work has started focused on romantic love. And if you think about that relationship that you have with your significant other and how much quote unquote work that it takes to have a rewarding relationship at home, those same type of methodologies apply to how you treat your coworkers, how you treat your teams, how that you evolve together. And it's all a growing process. So also welcoming in that you don't know everything, they don't know everything, and that through this togetherness, you grow. Humans' greatest achievement is interdependence, not independence. I look at Don Miguel's The Four Agreements. So if we look at the four agreements, be impeccable with your word, don't take anything personally, don't make assumptions, and always do your best. And then if we go even deeper, okay, well, what else is there? Well, it's, no attachment to outcome. Growth comes first, and that's in everything. No attachment to outcome. Growth comes first. That means that, at the end result of a project that you're working on, or that a sale that you want to make, that's the growth aspect is the most important aspect of things. Each person is committed to owning their own shit. We all make mistakes, but not blaming anybody else for your mistakes. So owning your own part in everything that you do. Also, we're human, and this is the human experience. And to welcome all feelings, like we're feeling beings. We can't neglect when we go to work and intellectualize everything that we do. We actually have to embody our work. So feeling into it. And I also think of long-term fulfillment over instant gratification is really important. We live in a world where we want everything instantly, but if you're striving for something that's has a big vision, that each of these little steps, and you have to think about it, I could do this one thing that's provides me some instant gratification or success, or I can continue to look at what is the bigger picture. And last, I will say everything that you're doing is a place to practice. You're always in practice. So nothing has to be perfect in every mode, everything that you do. You're constantly practicing. So I run a team. Deepen was building traction in Los Angeles with in-person experience pre-pandemic. And now we're meeting virtually online. My team comes together every 2 weeks. We have reviews every 2 weeks together. It's a small team, so there's 6 of us that come online together, and we go through and we review each other. And within that review, so each week is different. We also have themes. So one week we might add the human design system, or we might look at our Myers-Briggs. So everyone completes their astrology, and we come together and we get to discover who each person is on the team, what their greatest gifts are, where their weaknesses are, what their strengths are. And this is how we do team reviews. So it's always constant. It's not this one time a year thing. It's like a ritual that we do bi-weekly as a collective. Another thing is just stopping to be silent together for a moment, seeing each other, whether that is, doing a mini meditation as a group, but even just being in a moment of silence and looking around and seeing that there are human beings with complex lives, that are navigating a whole new world in this virtual space, and we all have different hopes and dreams and strengths, and we're all growing, evolving beings. So take the time to just stop and sit and admire each other and be intentional. So every meeting that we start with, we always start with the first question: what is your intention for this meeting? And once we know the intention, everyone's intention for the meeting, then we begin the meeting after, because the intention has been declared and everyone is going to leave feeling fulfilled. My secret advice is that your self-care is so important, and it's going to shift and change all the time. What you need at one moment might be different than what you need at another moment. So constantly stay in tune with your body and how you're feeling, and think of, embody new ways of how you can hijack your attention span. If your attention span is, if you're feeling like, wow, I'm not in flow, like, and also acknowledge those moments when you are in flow, like when you feel the flow, that energy is moving through you and you're creative and it's opportunities are coming, you're vibrating higher. And then notice the moments when you're off. And it's fine to be off, because in those dark moments, the confusion actually is leading the way. But you have to feel those and accept those moments to then know something's not right, to then come back to trying new ways of self-care, whether that's diet. Diet is so important with your gut and your intuition and your blood sugar levels. Movement, dance, being free, and constantly leading by example through your self-care, through how you treat yourself, and teaching others how to treat you, and then how they have permission to then treat themselves in a society that has been set up for most of us to operate like workaholics, and when play is so important. So don't be afraid to go against society, what society is telling you to do and who you are, and be your own unique person. That is, because you're never gonna know anyone else's experience like you know your own, and no one else is gonna know your experience like you know yours. So own yourself and care for yourself, and in that you'll be able to take care of others and to grow your company and to lead.